Let's get a little aggressive, shall we? Let's go first. Slag Pot could be anything. Statistically, is Redlings. Could be Sapphire Wild variant, though, or Blood Sapphire, some kind of brew. Being on the play is good. Having Emsee, Etcher in our hand is good. It's just good all around. Ip cheerio. Oh, it could be that sweet. We streamed with a Ruby Wild Slagpot deck that did well in one of the in the Platinum Plunder. Could be that very deck as well. Player Emsee out here. Sorry, I didn't complete my thought earlier when someone else was talking about Magic. One of the things you just like, especially playing on the computer, and like this exists in paper too. It's kind of annoying, but you don't quite realize like how clunky it is having a bunch of lands on the table. Oh, they are playing red legs, it looks like here. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out for a Valor. I'm gonna attack with my Emsee. This gives me a permanent resource when we attack, which is dice. It's gonna get us to Buzztech faster. Hopefully this is gonna get to Diligence, start generating us some value. Getting this to a 3/3 against Redlings is pretty good because their primary removal is Cremate in the main. But anywho, like, not having to keep lands on the table, like, keeps the battlefield so much more clean. Never played. I played, my wife and I played a bunch of Diablo 3 together. We played through that entire thing in the expansion. So, that was money well spent. I think we both logged 50 or 60 hours in that game. A classic $1 per hour, good investment. You're not wrong, right? Like, Lasgard's Vengeance is definitely one of their better pieces of removal. That puts me to 5 resources. Do I want to just play the Badger here? Let's attack with Emsee to start. I could potentially just, like, kill them with the Rune Hierophant next turn, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play the Rune Hierophant out. This has Swift Strike and double damage too, so it blocks reasonably well. It's nowhere near using our resources efficiently, but also like if our opponent kills the Rune this turn, we can then scrounge Buzztech Innovator next turn. No, I never touched the auction house. We played pretty casually. Yep. Yep. We are super dead to Lasgard's Vengeance here, but like, you know, every aggro, that's like the story of every aggro deck, right? Just like, what are we dead to? Lasgard's Vengeance, yep. Cry about it. Yeah, I can't play 2 Socketed Troops after this Animus, so it's not even really worth playing out here, so I'm just gonna scrounge this. Yeah, Emsee is unique. That's why he has a name. Alright, I mean, like, they're super dead if they don't have Lasgard, but we are super dead if they do. I guess there could have been an argument for, like, playing the Darkheart out there, so that way we kill their Rust Bucket, and then we're less slightly dead to Lasgars, but, like, I'm pretty sure we're just not beating it either way, so, like... Pretty sure we just take the play to win line. Riposte is pretty... I don't even know if Riposte is reasonable, honestly. Part of me wants to just like click submit here. Part of me just wants to click submit here. Like, you can make an argument for the Cremates, you can make an argument for the Riposte, you can make an argument for the extra Darkheart. Yeah, the problem is like, I feel like a lot of the time I'm not going to have extra resources to leave up to tag with the... Yeah, I'm just going to It's just a bit. Let's just try and be faster on the play. Pretty easy redraw there. Hand just doesn't do anything. Sounds great. I'll turn to Rune here. Sign me up. It's really good against the Sapphire-based control decks, like the Dreaming Fox decks. That's fantastic against. This deck also lines up in such a way that, like, taking one of the removal spells or, like, they're from the ashes means that you can kill them the following turn. Never not a cremate, right? It's unfortunate we didn't draw something we could play there. We did hit a resource at least, so we'll get to guaranteed play the dark card next turn. Hopefully opponent doesn't have Crusader here. Crusader, the dark heart doesn't kill and it can't block it. Hopefully they don't have X, he says as they play X. I think we're still obligated to play the dark card out here, even though it's going to kill our Sentry. I think I'm still supposed to play this out here. I guess I could just trade here, and like if we hit a resource, we could play this Buzztech Innovator out. It's definitely a line that's available to us. What you got? What you got? What you got? I feel like I could also just like jump block with the Sentry here. It's just gonna die to the heart anyways. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't think this punishes me in any way. I'm sure they're about to show me something that punishes me for doing that. Oh, they can scrounge post-combat now? I guess that could punish me. Maybe I'm just supposed to take one there. Alright, we're gonna attack with the Dark Heart before we do anything, because this draws a card when it attacks. That would drew a resource. God bless. Let's play that out. Do I want to play the Blamsmith? If I play the Blamsmith, yeah. So if I play the Blamsmith, I can Valor the Dark Heart, which lets me block the Underworld Crusader, which is nice. Yep, Rush Bucket punishes us for having done this, I suppose. This does get this out of Lasgar's range too, which is reasonable. I think I'm just blocking here. I'll just preserve my life total. Start by attacking with this, see what we draw. Altar of Nulzann is pretty decent. They get a free block here, but it was an attack to draw a card, so that's fine for us. We can't block this turn now, but I also think that's fine. Maybe. This Dark Heart kind of paces their game out nicely for us. Hopefully we draw a Pyre Strike here at some point. activate our Altar of Nulzann at end of turn here. Oh, we're gonna have to sacrifice this, right? That's awkward. Maybe this wasn't worth. Maybe I was just supposed to play the Animus last turn and discard this. It didn't occur to me that this was non-socketed. It is gonna die to my Dark Heart because I'm slow. My Dark Heart socketed with a gem that says, draw a card when this attacks. That card gets, at the end of turn, discard this if it's still in your hand. So yeah, I probably should have played the Animus there and just, like, left this in my hand to discard. Yeah, almost certainly, I think. Well, that's a good hit. If we draw a resource here, that's pretty good. If we draw a non-slow shard here, we can go Animus into Effigy. Which would be great. Okay, I guess I can also just scrounge the Buzztech. That seems fine. Nah, I'm just gonna go Animus into Effigy here. We did get a non-standard legal card by doing that. That is correct. So this is going to pass back to them. Also sacrifice a non-socketed card here. So long Deathseeker. Again, positioned in a Dead to Lasgard's Vengeance state, but, you know, it's the story of the aggressive deck's life in Standard. If we don't die to Lasgard's Vengeance, we're in a good spot. Alright, maybe not. I'm just gonna block here and try and kill him on the crackback, I think. Like, we're not beating Lasgars either way here, so there's no point in playing around it. Champ power here. Do I need these back to block? Yeah, I probably want those to chump block. Yeah, very, very powerful card. I like this card as a top end in the McBombus decks too. Like, can enable your Dwarf Shard and just kind of like combos with the champ power there as well. Go play some Bombus today too. Some Valor Bombus. Don't Lasgar me, bro. Don't do it. Have a heart. Have a heart! Not a Heart of Embers though. That card would be pretty good too. Messy! Oh, the question is, do we want to adjust how we boarded on the draw? I don't think we do. Yeah, it's possible we want to bring in a couple of Riposte in the draw. Oh, I like this. This is an aggressive line for the opponent. They're just dead on board, so they're sacrificing the Crusader to draw 2 cards to try and hit the Lasgard's Vengeance to kill us. It's a very good line. They haven't had a Lasgard's Vengeance their first 15 cards, so... Alright, opponent. On a scale of 1 to Lasgard's Vengeance. Oh, you know what? We don't want to kill the Blamsmith here, because the Blamsmith generates a Blam Sack, which could kill us. There's the Lasgars. Good game, well played, opponent. So they took, and that's why one of the reasons why the Red Lings deck is so good, right? Like, it's got a lot of really, like, tricksy things, like sacrificing your own thing to draw cards. It's weird. You win a game, you lose a game, you stay in the same spot. Mostly comparing versus Valor Bombus. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Flickering Knob Gobbler. He's like one of those 2 or 10 cards. Ulthar on Marshal Josephina. I mean, we're on a downswing today, Altar, so like you got a good chance here is what I'm saying. Seems a little slow on the draw. Hopefully we'd be a professional and draw a Sentry here on 1. The Intrepid Conjurer is a good way to capitalize on the fact that we have a slow start. Here. Good way to capitalize. Anchorage is dead, actually. Scale of 1 to dead. That was a good draw. Like one card late, but good draw. Yeah. No, I want to Sentry this turn, so that way next turn I can play Rune Hierophant plus hold Blitz up. Because this is going to be able to get larger here. And I want to be able to Blitz when the Righteous Outlaw flips next turn, and when it flips next turn, basically. Yeah, that's the TLDR and why I did what I did. Good question, but that is why we made the choices I made. Another Sentry sounds great. Now I get to play this, and my opponent's going to transform this next turn so they can kill my Rune Hierophant. And then when they try to do that, we will mobilize the Blitz off the Sentry and make the Rune big enough to be saved. Yep. The Scarlet Swordsman. Yep. Wakuna Matata, do, what a wonderful phrase. Means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Wakuna Matata, Wakuna Matata. Why not just Blitz the Sentry there and eat the Outlaw? Because I'm dumb. Yeah, let's go with because I'm dumb. I always forget that. We did that in another stream too. Ten out of 10 should have done what you just suggested. This is gonna be like a D+ sequence here. Let's play Buzztech Innovator next turn. We're just passing the turn here. I think I want this Rune on defense. Yes, you're correct. I had the same line and did not take it. I think I just attack with the Rune here. I don't think they're gonna block. Oh, they do? Good. I think they're supposed to block there, so. Probably make this not be able to block this turn, and then they can. I'm kind of surprised they didn't Valor this pre-combat that plays around Pyre Strike. I guess the Buzztech gets to block that next turn, which is nice. Where my war party at? So they have 3 Valors in hand right now, right? Because this generated a Valor. Nope, they already played one. So they have 1 Valor, 1 Unknown right now. Sure. Another Animus sounds great. Look at Look at how big that got. My bunny's here and it's angry. The Buzztech is just like this bomb that like I always wish I could fit more of in, because like it's nuts when you get to it, but like it's so clunky we just can't. What you got? What you got? What you got, opponent? They can continue going wide with this Intrepid Conjurer. This gets held down by our Buzztech Innovator now as well, which is nice. And as always, I would like to remind the audience that we are, in fact, dead to Lasgar's Vengeance here, which is almost certainly what this attack means. Just for the record, hold no delusions about what is going on here. We are about to die to a Lasgar's Vengeance. We needed to draw a shard there, because if we drew a shard, we could have played the Dark Heart, which has Skyguard, which would have made them sack one of the Phantoms, and then we'd have been able to block the other one. They could have second Lasgars here and just have us dead, in which case that block is fine. If they don't have second Lasgars, that block is questionable. Oh, they have Heart. But they already had Heart plus Shard? Yeah, I feel like that block was bad because they were still dead to Blitz or Aspect of the Squirrel there. I don't actually know why I have cards in my reserves, because I don't think I ever actually want to bring them in. You do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. Pretty sure I don't want to board anything again. They already have the Pyre Strikes in. You could make an argument for bringing in Riposte against the Lasgar's Vengeance, but, like, so much has to go right for the Riposte to beat the Lasgar's Vengeance. They have to have the Lasgars, you have to have the open resources, you have to have the Riposte, like, so many things have to break in our favor. Yeah, right? Well, like, so, like, the Gale Forces come in against the Empress deck, the Dark Heart comes in against the Empress deck, these come in against the Control deck, these come in against the Control deck, this could even come in against the Empress deck to kill Commander Prompts. I'm not sure, there's probably some deck in the format where I want Cremate. Add 4 Holy Ascension. want to just play a Valor here? I'm pretty sure I want to just play the slow shard out for sure. Look, we might have just drawn running resources this game, okay? I played the slow shard on turn 3, calm down. I mean, like, what problem does that solve, right? Like, when you're adding cards like that, those are the kind of questions you want to ask yourself. Like, this card that I'm adding, what problem that my deck has does this solve? And I don't think that answers any of that questions. Animus, sure. The good news is, on the back of Animus here, this dark card's gonna be too big to die to Lasgar's next turn. So we got that going for us. That block's aggressive. Now they have to sacrifice this. Deal. They only attacked twice, right? So I can't get Lasgar just yet. The Sentry would just get sacrificed to my Darkheart next turn, so I don't think that doesn't really do anything for us. Can we get some turn 1 Sentry action? Would love it if my mana dork worked itself out on the first turn of the game. That would be great. I think this hand's too slow. I think it's like, what hands are faster than this, right? I probably should have brought in the Cremates in this matchup on the draw. I guess I better keep this. It's got 2 drop into 3s, or choice of 3s. Emsee's a good addition. That was, you know, it's a good time to find that. Let's go Sentry into Emsee here. Emsee in the house! Correct, yeah, just like, this card's got, yeah, bump. Card's got nice stats. I love your stats. I want to rub your stats all over, Sentry of Nulzann. So sexy 03 stats. You are sexy of Nulzann, yes you are. Yeah, no blocks here. Although I guess if they have another War-Torn General, that's pretty good. I think we're just playing the Rune out here and hoping for no second Cremate. This holds the door pretty well. Come on, big bucks, no Cremate. Big bucks, no Cremate. Big bucks, no Cremate. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Have a heart. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Well, in a world where we could actually play the cards we draw, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. In the world we are living in, we are not doing so hot. We get 2 resources in the draw this game, right? Yep. It's the non-arcane focus lifestyle. Right on time, Ayotochi Coins. Welcome to the party. And Lasgar's soon, right? Yeah, I really needed to get this to a 5 this turn, because they could realistically Lasgar us next turn. Like, Shard attack with everything this turn is like almost certainly Lasgar's. They've made 1 attack so far this game. Yep. I'm gonna chump with the Blamsmith here, and then we'll concede when we get Lasgar's Vengeance here. Good games, Altar.